Hello, great and bountiful YouTube empire. I'm your host, Chiin Ferno, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time we got our Loftwing back, and now we're about to go to the Sky Ceremony. Your Loftwing really is amazing, especially considering everything the poor guy has been through this morning. I'm going to fly back and tell Father what happened. Well, if it isn't Chiin. Word around the plaza is you found that dumb bird of yours. Well, that's just great, because you and your dumb bird can't tell time. All the pre-race warm-ups me and the guys did were for nothing. Now I'm all stiff. I've been waiting forever for the race to start, and they delay it for you? I don't get it. The big flake gets special treatment. You're almost a man, and yet you still can't seem to go anywhere without Zelda. I bet you can't even decide on what to have for lunch on your own. And don't think we haven't noticed the smug looks. Oh, Zelda and I are best friends. We go everywhere together. Ugh. You think you're pretty suave, don't you? Well, don't you? Bruce has been going on forever about how he's gonna be the one to be with Zelda. He's really got his pompadour in a ruffle about her. I hate to break it to you, but today's the day I bust up this adorable little fantasy land you're living in. Zelda's playing the role of the goddess at today's ceremony, and I'm gonna be the one to claim that sailcloth. When I heard she made it herself, man, no way I was gonna let some scrawny clown snatch that prize from me. Oh yes, that sailcloth. Zelda's sailcloth will be mine. Oh man, I bet she was singing about me when she was stitching it. Yeah, I can see it now. First, I win the big race, and Zelda and I finish that ceremony together on the statue, just the two of us. It'll be our special moment alone. Nobody's stopping me and Zelda from having our moment. Oh, it's so real. I can see it. Oh yeah. Cruz! Psst, Cruz! Behind you! Right behind you! What? Can't you see I'm in the middle of... Ugh! Care to explain just what you meant by our special moment alone? Nothing big, really. I just, Chiin, yeah, I was just telling my buddy here how glad I was he found his red bird of his. Boy, am I looking forward to a fair race. Anyhow, later, Zelda. Look for me during the race. I'll be the one pulling off all the dangerous moves. Hey, Cruz, wait up! Did you hear that guy? A fair race? Yeah, the chances of that happening are just about less than zero. Either way, don't let those fools get you down, Chiin. Just get out there and fly the best you can. Once you've got these guys beat, I know you've got these guys beat, and deep down, I think you do too. Yeah. That's the spirit, Chiin. Trust me, you can win this. Hey! The wing ceremony will now begin. Participating students, please assemble. Looks like it's race time. Good luck, Chiin. Green, red, and blue. Then, Aurora, and Nehru. That's interesting.
Hey!
Your attention, please. At last, we are ready to begin the wing ceremony. I was beginning to worry that we'd have to proceed without Chiin, but luckily that is no longer a concern. I'm glad you could all make it. Before we start, I'll explain the rules for today's competition. I have attached a small statuette to this bird, who I will then release to the skies. On my signal, Press A to dash and dive off the ledge. Once you are in the air, mount your loft wing. Remember to call your bird promptly with the call button once you dive off the edge. Whoever catches the bird and claims the statuette will be this year's champion. Those are the rules. Simple enough, I should think. But do you need to hear them again? No. Excellent. As you well know, today's champion will graduate to the next class, bringing him one step closer to knighthood. And he will also receive a gift from the young woman chosen to play the role of the goddess in this year's ritual. Today is a special day for many reasons, but it is also the 25th anniversary of our fine institution. To celebrate the occasion, today's champion will also receive his gift high atop the statue of the goddess. I hear the young woman performing the role of the goddess this year has crafted the gift herself. And as you all well know, the role of the goddess this year will be performed by the lovely Zelda. Let's see your finest flying out there. Show me just how hard you've been practicing. Also, I want to see good, clean flying. Anyone caught interfering with other riders will answer to me. That goes double for you, Groose.
Hey.
Alright, gentlemen. Line up. At my command, the competition will begin.
Hey.
Go! Hey, don't you know this is my day to get all the glory? Yeah, you heard him. Let's see how you fly with egg on your face. Ah. You got the bird statuette. It proves your victory today. Wait till Zelda sees this. Chiin! What a loon. Don't worry, I'm fine. Great flying, Chiin. Congratulations! Now we'd better get on with the ceremony. Chiin, hand me that bird statuette you grabbed in the race. I must offer it to the goddess. Great goddess, guiding light, and protector of our people, grant us your blessing and mercy as I act in your stead during this ceremony. Valiant youth who grasped victory at the celebration of the bird folk, in accordance with the old ways, I now bestow the blessing of the goddess upon you. The blessing of the goddess, drift down from the heavens aloft a sail, which I now pass on to you. got the sailcloth. Now you can jump from any height without fear of a painful landing. It smells nice too. Chiin, quit goofing. This is supposed to be a sacred ritual, remember? You know, they say the goddess gave the sailcloth to her chosen hero long ago. Of course, the one you're holding isn't the same one. I've been working hard to finish making the sailcloth in time to give it to today's champion. I'm really glad I got to give it to you, Chiin. Make sure you take good care of it, okay? Thanks for making it up here to do this with me today, like you promised, Chiin. Now, we really should finish up this ritual. You do know what happens at the end, right? Oh. And just what are you thinking? Don't be silly. This is your big moment, Chiin. You have to jump off the statue. Look down. See that big round design in the courtyard below? To finish the ceremony, you need to drop right in the center of it. Leap off the edge here right before you hit the ground. Press B to open up your sailcloth. Just how brave are you? If you were really fearless, you'd wait until the last second to use your sailcloth. So ready to jump? That was perfect. You're amazing, Chiin. You know, Chiin, seeing as how you won today, and with the weather being so nice, do you think maybe you'd like to, go fly around the clouds together? Chiin, hey Chiin. Today was amazing. Watching you win the race and performing the ritual together, I'll always remember this. It really was wonderful. You know, Chiin, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. What is that? What's going on? Chiin. I am waiting for you. The time has come for you to awaken. You are vital to a mission of great importance. Chiin. Ah, you're awake. When your Loftwing carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. For that much, we can be grateful. But Chiin, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter? Oh, you see, there was a big gust of air, and then she just fell, and I was like, "Excuse me, princess, we were having a good time." And then... A black tornado, you say? That's no ordinary storm. You must not push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me, when you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off? Well, I mean, she was being pretty romantic. I see. She was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission? How interesting. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought there for a moment. It's all very strange, but I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak is yet to arrive, and it would be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It would also be very dangerous. Rest now, Chiin. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there alive. I know it. This is why I hate those stupid cat things. The one chosen by my creator. I have been waiting for you. You will play a role in the great destiny. According to your social customs, I should provide you with my personal designation. Phi is the name I was given. I was created for a single purpose, long before the recorded memory of your people. I must aid you in fulfilling the great destiny that is your burden to carry. Come, Chiin. You must take up this sword as the one chosen by my creator. It is your destiny. The strange dream troubling your sleep. My sudden appearance, uncertainty surrounding the fate of the one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it is only logical that you would exhibit some apprehension. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has a high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you seek, Honorable Zelda, is still alive. In the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda is another chosen one, fated to be part of the same great mission. Therefore, should you wish to meet with your friend, I highly recommend you take up this sword before you set out to search for her. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept this sword? It seems that further persuasion measures will not be required. In the name of my creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward. You got the goddess sword. This mysterious sword is bathed in divine light. Recognition complete, Master. Chiin, my master. With how technologically advanced the Sheikah were, I'm starting to wonder if Phi herself might actually be a robot. It would make a lot of sense with all the stuff they do with her. I mean, obviously she's got that whole robotic sort of persona, talking robotically and, you know, talking in percentages and stuff like that. And then you've got those the robots we'll meet later on the surface, and one of them even kind of falls in love with Fi, and he like only will, you know, respect Fi, and he's kind of rude to you. It's interesting. I wonder if maybe that was the intention. Maybe she's like modeled after a great fairy or something, which is why she looks like the one in Wind Waker. Just something for thought. Chiin.
Ooh.
I've had my suspicions, but until now I wasn't sure. Yet here we are in the Chamber of the Sword, the very place where it was foretold the youth of legend would one day appear. It is said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. The very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to a select few each generation, along with a handful of words. When the light of the goddess's sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its long slumber. Do not fear, for it is then that a youth guided by my hand shall reveal himself in a place most sacred. It started days ago. The sword that I've kept secret all these years, it began to give off a faint otherworldly light. At first I was sure I was seeing things. Here alone with the sword, there was simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. The words I have sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the blade, one who is also youthful in likeness, yet wise with knowledge immeasurable. Ah yes, the oral tradition, one of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over the generations. The youth who draws forth the guiding sword shall be known as the goddess's chosen hero, and it is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of apocalypse from the land. Such is his destiny. With the spirit of the blade at his side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below. And united with the spirit maiden, shall bring forth a piercing light that resurrects the land. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a world below, far more vast than Skyloft. Master, you must embark on a great journey beneath the clouds to the vast realm of the Surface. It is only through this journey that you can fulfill the mission set before you by my creator, the goddess. It is also the only method available for you to reunite with the spirit maiden, Honorable Zelda. This is no easy task, Chiin. The world below is a forsaken place, and to reach it you must pierce the cloud barrier below. In living memory, no one has ever done this. This tablet will illuminate the path through the clouds to the land below. Take it and place it within the altar behind me. Master, the first thing you must do is hit the crest sitting in this room with the Skyward Strike. These blasts are a form of pure energy that charges within your blade when you lift it skyward. Once you have charged your blade, face the crest and swing your sword to send out a powerful Skyward Strike. Master Chiin, it is done. Until now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess has separated the world you know from the one below. The tablet you placed on the altar has opened a small rift in the barrier. You can use it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I have recognized you as my master, and so it is my duty to follow you wherever you may go. I reside within your sword and will accompany you on your travels. Summon me whenever you require my assistance. Chiin, listen a moment. The nature of the great apocalypse mentioned in the old text is a complete mystery to me. But whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have big roles to play in the destiny of this land. Just think. If what Fi says is true, Zelda is alive. Alive and no doubt coming to terms with whatever it is the goddess has in store for her. Should you heed the call of destiny, I don't know what dangers you may have to face, Chiin, especially down there. But if you've decided to brave the unknown, please find my daughter and bring her back to me. What we've seen here today defies explanation. It is only the start of your journey. Please see it through and prove the legends true. Okay. You do your people proud, Chiin. Dawn is drawing near. It has been a long night for the both of us, hasn't it? You have a great journey before you, Chiin, and those clothes, they don't look up to the task. The uniform you were to receive for winning the race should be ready by now. A sturdy uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. You'd better change before you go. That green uniform is what our knights will be wearing this year. To be honest, I've had my doubts about the color. But oddly enough, seeing you wear this uniform, I can't imagine a more fitting color for you. It's as though you were born to wear it. Take care on your journey. Be sure to stop by some of the shops at the bazaar here in town to equip yourself properly for the travels ahead. I'll return to my quarters and see if I can glean any more useful information from the ancient texts. You are always welcome to stop by if you have questions. You and Zelda shall be in my prayers. May the goddess watch over and guide both of you. Alright, let's head to the bazaar.
Hey,
Chiin! That green uniform looks so adventurous. You sure look like a knight now. The headmaster said you're heading out to look for Zelda. You're really something else. I could never imagine myself doing what you're about to do. I put a lot of work into making this. You should take it with you. You got the adventure pouch. You can store all kinds of useful items in this handy piece of gear. It's an adventure pouch. It's for adventures. It's neat because you can fit 4 things in that. You'll need 4 things that you'll need on your big journey. You can buy all kinds of stuff at the bazaar that you can put in this pouch. So you should go look. You could buy some potions and a shield. They'd fit in the pouch, and they might even come in handy on an adventure. Chiin, I just know you'll find Zelda for us. Thanks, Fledge. Let's see, can I? Okay, still no options yet. Wait, what's this? Nope. That's my map. Oh, that's my room. Whoops. Hey, I just saw the news. Out of all of us, how come only you got promoted to senior class? Talk about stupid calls. On top of all that, Groose won't come out of his room, and Zelda is missing. It's all your fault. Way to go there, buddy. Some senior class guy you are. Where is Groose's room? I heard the news, Chiin. Zelda's fallen down through the clouds and you're going to look for her. Is that right? The headmaster told me there's land beneath the clouds. Do you know anything about that? So that's the famous sword. But it won't do you much good if you don't have a shield to protect yourself with. Here, take this with you. Oh, nice. This light wooden shield breaks easily and can burn, so be careful how you use it. The wooden shield is light and is maneuverable, but it's the weakest of all the shields. Also keep in mind that it's particularly vulnerable to fire. If it breaks, you can buy a new one at the bazaar. You're not sure, or if... Yeah, okay, I know how to use this shield. Better save real quick. I still might as well check out the bazaar. Master, I have an update regarding the stone tablet and the resulting column of light activity. A column of light has appeared in the south of our location, and signs indicate that it has created an opening in the cloud barrier to the land below. I must also caution you that descending to the surface armed only with a sword would... Yeah, well, I have a shield now. Can't you see that? Another subject to discuss, Master. Once you are accustomed to the controls... Finally! What's the difference between light and pro? Alright. I usually actually play with the standard layout, but since I'm, doing a let's play of this, I think I'd prefer the cleaner one. I don't have anything good really yet. Hey, you there. Yes, you, the adorable boy with the golden hair. Welcome to the potion shop. You can drink our potions when you're injured to fill up your hearts. Hey, if you're one of those knights, aren't you? Or one in training at least? Let me tell you, one look at you, and I can tell you'll need my potions by the cauldron full. So, don't try to slink away without stocking up. Oh dear. I forgot to ask if you have an empty bottle on you. Just so you know, I can't sell you a potion if you don't have an empty bottle to pour it into you. For some reason, I like you though. So I'll give you a spare empty bottle I've been keeping here in the stall. Oh, it's nothing. It's my little gift. You won't hear me say this often, but you can put other things besides potions in an empty bottle. So it's a useful thing to carry around. Got an empty bottle. That's a vat of heart potion. Drink this, dear, and it'll replenish 8 hearts. Alright, let's head to the surface. Ah! Watch your step there. Haven't they taught you at the academy that knights must always be vigilant? Sharpen up or you'll never make it to knighthood. Somebody's got a big lightsaber. Master Chiin, observe the green pillar before you is a column. Observe the green pillar before you is a column of light. It marks the point at which you can descend to the surface. You can confirm your current location on the map. Yep. Fantastic. It appears you'll be able to reach the surface by passing through the portal in the clouds. Yeah, okay. Thank you for saying the same thing 3 times in a row. Master, please make sure to use your sailcloth when descending from high. Yeah, okay. Except he does it automatically. I took the liberty of deploying the sailcloth for you this time, but in the future, you can manually engage it by pressing B before landing. We've arrived. This is the fabled surface that has long been part of the Skyloft legend. By my calculations, you are currently positioned in a location known as the Sealed Grounds. This would later become Hyrule Castle Town. Please proceed with caution, Master. Why isn't this active? Okay, well, there's a nice little gate. No, you were calling me, so I wanted to see what you had to say. Well, that's ominous. Master, I have information to report. While these doors appear to have been opened recently, they are now sealed shut by a powerful unidentified source. It's called an electric lock. Well, nowhere else to go but down. Child of destiny, descended from the sky. Raise the sword of the goddess skyward. Take aim at the evil aura and unleash its power. Master Chiin, I'm sensing a change in the area that was triggered by your Skyward Strike. I've also detected an aura that correlates closely to your sailcloth. I surmise this aura belongs to Zelda. I can lead you in the direction of this aura through the process known as dousing. No, I know how to douse. Understood, Master. First, though, I want to take a look at some things. This is really interesting. It's kind of like almost the shape of the Sheikah symbol. In the center, it's got the symbols of the three areas and goddesses: Nehru, Furor, and Din. It's very interesting. Are those supposed to look like some sort of carving? Ah, this is like the thing from the intro. Actually, I think I skipped. I might need to go back and refilm that. I've never noticed that before. Is that where it stops? Is that it? This is also a nice thing to look at. It's the other part of the, like literally right above there. That's where the goddess statue area is, and this is the other half of it. It fits in nicely. Yeah, I'll get on with it. They've got a lot of important exploration things I need to do. This would later be built over and become the Temple of Time. Ah, the traveler descended from the clouds above. I welcome you, child of fate. Tell me, what is your name? Chiin? Ah, good. Very good. I sense you have already gained control over the sacred power that fills your sword when pointed skyward. The Skyward Strike is yours to command. It is proof that you are fit to bear the blade you carry, the goddess sword. I have sat here for many years waiting for you to arrive, also that I could fulfill my purpose as your guide. You stand under the roof of the sealed temple, a place built by the goddess an eternity ago. Your arrival here was predestined many, many years ago. The spirit maiden you seek arrived here shortly before you, descending to this land in a shower of light. There's no doubting it. The gears of fate have begun to turn. Yet all is not as it should be. The spirit maiden was not meant to reach this land in the manner she did. I feel an evil power working in the shadows. It moves to warp the destiny of which you two are part. Chiin, you are concerned for the spirit maiden and seek her whereabouts, yes? That is understandable, but for now you must focus on moving forward. That girl has her own purpose she must pursue, as do you. Set out for Faron Woods to discover what destiny, she set out for Faron Woods to discover what that destiny for herself, and you must follow. Show me your map. The X upon your map marks the path that will lead you to Faron Woods. You will be traveling in unfamiliar land. Many monsters have settled there, and a map may not prove guidance enough for your journey. And so I will give you the power to create beacons. When a beacon is marked on your map, a column of light will stand at that location. It will act as your waypoint from afar. Though you cannot see it from where we are, a beacon stands outside to guide you. Leave the temple through the front doors and see for yourself. When you no longer have a use for a beacon, you can remove it. Blah, blah, blah. Go now. You must head into Faron Woods and chase after the spirit maiden, the one you call Zelda. On your way out, take the contents of the treasure chest within this room. What you find there shall prove useful to you on your journey. Ah yes, the magic hair unlock key. You are ready. Leave through the door before you and head into the woods. I wish you safe travel. Know that all the questions you have now will be answered in time. For now, Chiin, go bravely. I gotta say, this symbol right here strongly resembles the Sheikah Slate. The back of it, anyway. I wonder what that is back there. This whole door is actually kind of fascinating. Ooh, nice. And that's like, yeah, okay, now I have 2 bottles. So I'm gonna have to end it at the next save point. The architecture of these games is endlessly fascinating. You can learn a lot from the architecture. I've been reading a bunch of theories based on architecture stuff. It's really interesting stuff. But sounds like someone's in trouble. Out of the way, scram! that doesn't go very far. Get them. Thanks for jumping in there to rescue me, bud. Just who were those red pests? I didn't expect to run into a pack of them in this peaceful forest. Same goes for you. This is the second time I've bumped into one of your kind today. I tell you, all sorts of weird things are going on lately. I owe you big for taking care of those guys, so let me tell you something fascinating. Hey bud, I'm Gorko the Goron. I'm researching the ancient history of these woods here. Me too. According to the ancient texts, there's some kind of place up above called the Isle of the Goddess, far up in the sky. Apparently these old statues serve as landmarks to those traveling up to the sky or down from the Isle of the Goddess place. If you find one, be sure to examine it to keep tabs on the number of landmarks. They are rumored to be quite useful. Supposedly this statue is special, as it is said to have the ability to activate all other statues. The whole thing sounds a little crazy, I know, but I for one believe it to be true. Otherwise, why would all these statues be here all over the place? It's a real head scratcher, bud. Makes you want to know more, doesn't it? It sounds like I have a fellow connoisseur of ancient cultures here. Alright, bud. You'd better brace yourself because I'm about to blow your mind. So get this. People actually live on this sky island, and they get around by flying on the backs of huge birds that are way bigger than the birds down here. Up there, everyone reveres the goddess, and the residents of all the islands in the sky live in a perfect society, totally free of conflict or unhappiness. Not only that, but from what I can tell, their civilization is way more advanced than ours down here. But it does not stop there, bud. This Isle of the Goddess has even more stuff to marvel at. The place was crafted by the goddess herself, so it figures that it's filled with wonders we do not have here. The buildings are all made of gold, and an endless spring of mystical water feeds the river through the place. One sip of that stuff and you'll live forever. The trees are heavy and plump, or are heavy with plump fruit that cures all disease. The fields are crowded with pumpkins that never rot. Magic wildflowers bloom everywhere. And the weather, oh the weather, bud, it's not too hot and not too cold. No chance of sweaty heat in this garden paradise. That is the Isle of the Goddess. Amazing, right? Wrong! It's beyond amazing! You want to hear more about it, don't you, bud? Good to hear, bud. I'm completely obsessed with this place. I cannot get enough of it. I wish I had more to tell you now, but I will need to research these statues to learn more. Next time I bump into you, I will give you the latest info. Whoa!
Ooh.
What in the world just happened? Did you use some kind of magic? The statue reacted the moment you got near it. How crazy is that? And that's where I'm going to have to end it for today, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like. And remember, it just takes 1 or apparently 2 clicks to subscribe. So, this is Chiin Ferno, signing off.